Hello and welcome back to Philosophy of Mind. Look around you. You see plants growing, animals moving and reacting, and humans thinking and talking. What makes these living things fundamentally different from each other? What distinguishes a simple blade of grass from a buzzing bee, or a bee from a philosopher? For Aristotle, the answer lay in the different capacities possessed by their souls. He saw life as a kind of ladder, or hierarchy, with different types of souls corresponding to different levels of complexity and function. Today, we're climbing Aristotle's ladder of life to explore the nutritive, sensitive, and rational souls, and discover what makes each level unique. Get ready to see yourself and the living world through an ancient lens. Don't forget to subscribe to continue exploring the deepest questions of mind and existence. The soul as capacity. A brief recap. As we discussed in our previous video on hylomorphism, Aristotle viewed the soul, psyche, not as a separate, ghostly substance, but as the form and life principle of the living body. It's the organization and set of capacities that makes a natural, organized body actually alive and able to perform life functions. The soul is defined by what it enables the organism to do. The first level, the nutritive soul at the very bottom of Aristotle's ladder, is the nutritive soul, psyche threptic. This is the most basic form of soul, possessed by all living things, including plants, animals, and humans. Its name comes from its primary functions related to nourishing the organism and ensuring its survival. The capacities of the nutritive soul include nutrition, the ability to take in nutrients and convert them into energy and tissue. This is fundamental for survival and growth. Growth, the ability to increase in size and complexity from within. Reproduction, the ability to create offspring, ensuring the continuation of the species. This is the highest function of the nutritive soul, allowing the organism to achieve a kind of immortality by leaving behind a new being like itself. For Aristotle, simply having these capacities, the ability to feed oneself, grow, and reproduce, is the most fundamental definition of being alive. Plants possess only the nutritive soul. They are alive because they can perform these vital functions, organized by their soul/form. Climbing higher, the sensitive soul. The next step up the ladder introduces the sensitive soul, psyche aesthetic. This soul is possessed by animals and humans. It includes all the capacities of the nutritive soul. Animals and humans still need to grow and reproduce, plus additional, more complex functions. The defining capacity of the sensitive soul is sensation, aesthesis. This is the ability to perceive the external world through the senses. Aristotle discusses the 5 familiar senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, and explains how each sense organ is capable of receiving the form of the sensible object without its matter, e.g., the eye receives the color of the apple, not the apple itself. Beyond the 5 external senses, Aristotle also posited a common sense, koine aesthesis. This internal sense integrates the information from the different external senses, allowing us to perceive common sensibles like movement, rest, shape, size, and number, and also to be aware that we are sensing. It's what allows you to perceive that a single object is both red, sight, and sweet, taste. Other key capacities of the sensitive soul include desire, orexis, the ability to experience pleasure and pain, leading to desires for pleasurable things and aversions to painful ones. This provides motivation for action. Locomotion, kinesis kata topon, the ability to move oneself from place to place. This is often driven by desire, e.g., moving towards food or away from danger, combined with sensation, perceiving where the food or danger is. Animals possess both the nutritive and sensitive souls. They are not only alive, growing, and reproducing, but they can also perceive their environment, feel pleasure and pain, have desires, and move around. This makes their life much more complex and interactive than that of plants. The peak, The rational soul at the highest level of Aristotle's hierarchy is the rational soul, psyche-logistic, possessed uniquely by humans. The rational soul includes all the capacities of the nutritive and sensitive souls, we still grow, sense, and desire, plus the capacity for reason, logos, or intellect, nous. The defining capacity of the rational soul is the ability to think, reason, and understand universal concepts. This involves higher cognitive functions that go beyond mere sensation and desire, abstract thought, the ability to grasp universal forms or concepts, like justice or triangularity, that are not tied to specific physical objects. Reasoning and judgment, the ability to make inferences, draw conclusions, and make judgments based on logical principles. Deliberation and choice. The capacity to weigh different courses of action and make choices, which is fundamental to ethics and practical wisdom. Only humans possess the rational soul. This capacity for reason is what distinguishes us from all other living beings and, for Aristotle, is the highest and most characteristic human activity, enabling us to pursue knowledge, ethics, and the contemplative life. The latter and its legacy, the hierarchy of souls, is cumulative. An organism with a sensitive soul has a nutritive soul as well. Its sensitive capacities are built upon its basic life functions. A human has nutritive and sensitive souls. Our rational capacities require the foundational abilities to live, grow, sense, and move. It's not three separate things, but three levels of increasing actualization of organized matter. Aristotle's hierarchy of souls provided a foundational framework for biology, psychology, and philosophy for centuries. While modern science uses different terminology, e.g., classifying organisms by species and kingdoms, studying cognitive functions in the brain, the idea of different levels of biological and psychological complexity, and the notion that higher functions build upon more basic ones, still resonates. Conclusion: our place on the ladder, Aristotle's ladder of life, with its hierarchy of nutritive, sensitive, and rational souls, offers an elegant way to understand the different forms of life and what distinguishes them. By classifying living things based on their capacities, he provided a powerful framework for studying the biological and psychological world. This view places humans at the peak of the natural hierarchy, uniquely defined by our capacity for reason. But how exactly do those capacities like sensation, imagination, and thought actually work according to Aristotle? That's what we'll explore in the next video, diving into his fascinating theories of perception, memory, and more. Don't forget to subscribe to Philosophy of Mind to climb further up the ladder of understanding.